Baby the hottest out here. Lil Baby, Gunna, the two fastest rides, and I just want to put that out there. Double XL fucked up like they did. QC must ain't cut the check. Both of them should have been on Double XL. Lil Baby's fucking fire. Lil Baby, Gunna, too crazy. They killing the streets. Even though I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna be hot in the future. Y'all wanna know what's gonna be hot in the future? I'm gonna show that right here, and then I'm gonna talk about this shit. Then I get off. I might be streaming tonight on Twitch if y'all don't know. I rarely stream on my main account. This is for artist news. But where is this shit? Here we go. This artist though up next, I guarantee it, man. I guarantee it. And I don't co-sign a lot. When I co-sign it, this artist up next, man. This artist up next. That's a fact. Y'all even see me? Who trying to go loud with me? This shit right here. Hold on. Yo, I'm such a troll. I'm such a troll. Hey, yo, who want a little AK and Russ song? Russ got the bangers, yo. I don't even know why yo, stop commenting my shit. Russ takes the L. Russ be making some good music. Personality-wise, he kind of sucks. But nigga be making some good music. I ain't gonna lie. Now she wanna fuck me, jump up with my nigga. Anyway, fuck that, man. Anyway. Lil AK the hottest in the streets. But let me give, this is my official thoughts on the 6ix9ine and Trippie shit. They're both right and they're both wrong. In different situations, they're both right, they're both wrong. If you don't know, and again, I've talked to both of them on the record, on Twitch, shit, on Instagram Live clearly, and I've talked to them off the record. You know what I mean? And I've heard both of their sides, and like being someone who's separated from, like, I'm not either one of them, I could think a little bit more objectively. Clearly, it's like a one-up contest, you know what I mean? And also, by the way, we got to put into perspective that they're both, one's 22, the other one's 18. Keep in mind, they're 22 and 18. And especially on Trippie's part, because he just turned 18, I don't know how old some of you guys are. Some of you guys probably are really young. But, you know, they've gotten, and this is why I say both of them are right, but both of them win, right? Because they have gotten, and it's not just my page. My nigga, they've turned rap into the Trippie and 6ix9ine show. Like, they keep going back and forth. It's like when Drake and Meek was going on. Nobody cared about nobody else but Drake and Meek. Again, these are two young rappers. I mean, their biggest song, one is Gummo, the other one's Fuck Love. They've turned rap into, what did he say, what did she says. And let's be honest, I know it's a lot of y'all be on my page. I'd be like, yo, you know what? I hate seeing this. I'm tired of seeing whatever. But y'all tune in all the time. Like, what it is the same reason why Love and Hip Hop is popping. It's the same reason why VH1 be having a million reality shows. Y'all love drama. And they're the two rappers that got drama. And every time they beef, their follower counts go, shoop, through the roof. Every time I post about him, it goes, shoop, through the roof. Does it translate to sales? That's a different discussion. But listen, these are young kids who got issues. And yes, I know for the niggas who are old heads, you might, well, my hairline receding, but nah, I ain't nothing. But anyway, y'all might not be used to people going back and forth, but like, number one, they see the effects. Number two, I think they personally secretly like it. Number three, that's how new niggas beef. They beef online through Instagram Lives. Like, that was the equivalent of a diss track or a back and forth. Joining a nigga Instagram Live and talking shit directly to him. I said to 6ix9ine, he called me after he pulled 190,000 people live. And I said to him, I just want to be clear with you that, and I know you know this, because he said to me, the first thing he said, yo, I had 130,000 people before Trippie even joined. And I said, be clear, you don't pull 130,000 people without them thinking they're going to see something about beef. Beef is helping you both, okay? But that's hip-hop. Beef is always when it's played the right way and it's very open that people can see it, because hella niggas in hip-hop beef, you don't see it online. People fight, you don't see it online. But if you could follow a beef very closely, oh, you commented, you said this, you said that, this is my response. It makes people feed in. It's love in hip-hop, right? Except this is really hip-hop, there's no love, right? And it's just a new generation. I know they know how the internet shit works, because look, I don't know if you guys remember this beef from the beginning. They started out talking about how many followers they have. when Trippie Redd first started talking to X, he didn't have 1 million followers yet. He's now over 3. 6ix9ine is almost at 5 million. 6ix9ine didn't even have nearly even 500,000 followers yet. So they've seen that, and I don't care what they say, this beef has helped them. Because what happens, you guys who follow my page, let's be honest, you know what I mean? I just posted something. I posted some Swiss B shit. And also I posted some other content. Like, the positive stuff, y'all look at it like on my page, y'all niggas y'all love talking shit, and y'all love when niggas is getting at each other. Y'all love commenting L's, y'all love getting y'all jokes off. So y'all follow issues. Y'all follow beefs. And both of these artists has clouded up off of that. Which, you know what I mean, thinking about it, clout doesn't mean anything because clout doesn't get you paid, but it could get you paid, right? My thing with them, and I told 6ix9ine when he called me, I said, y'all had almost 200,000 people watching y'all live. Drake doesn't pull 200,000 people. He could get on live doing anything. He's not pulling 200,000 people. Drake got on live. I seen him pull 70, 80,000 people, but y'all got on beefing with each other, and y'all had that audience, and not one time did a nigga mention a release date. Not one time did a nigga mention a song that's out. Not one time did a nigga mention an album. You niggas, y'all see the follower counts going up, but y'all don't capitalize in terms of music. Y'all only look at follower counts, right? This week, I don't know if you know, and I told him, 6ix9ine is now on the charts. Not this week. So you went 7 for 7, but you're now on the charts. But you're still the most talked about person. If you were the most talked about person and you could also filter those people to go check your music out, you would always be on the charts. Because you get the most amount of attention, but you don't mention music. Trippie Redd as well. Y'all have this personal issue and it gets your follower count up, but if y'all really also thought about the fact that you're musicians, y'all could do a lot much better with what you're getting. Now, that's my overall opinion. They're both benefiting from this, okay? That's why people just think it's just Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine, because they're just constantly fucking beefing, right? Now, the next thing is, who is right? It's two people with two different perspectives because they got two different issues. 6ix9ine cannot get over. And I've told him, I said, nigga, you've already made it. You got it. At some point, you got to get over it. Yes, ironically, the first video, and I'm talking about YouTube video I've ever done on 6ix9ine, I did it on 6ix9ine because Trippie called him a pedophile and a rapist. Whether that was true or not, I was introduced to him like that. Whether that was true or not, that was your introduction where a lot of people start looking because Trippie, who was a bigger artist, introduced you. So I understand Trippie a little bit thinking, nigga, if I didn't mention your name, things might go a little bit differently. That's on Trippie's side. You know what 6ix9ine is thinking? Okay, number one, I made Gummo, so I'm not going to give you credit for putting me on when my song has done way more for me than you've done, right? Because when you put me on, you put me in a negative light, which if I didn't have the music, I would get buried. So 6ix9ine's thing is, you want credit for you mentioning me on a bigger stage, but you really try to bury me. And when you try to... Wow, my bad. Phone need to be charged. Hold on. And when you try to bury me, right? When you try to bury me, you basically are now you're trying to take credit for me not getting buried. Like, you try to bury me. So I understand... My bad. Don't trust. Anyway, I understand with 6ix9ine being like, he's still in his feelings. He's like, yo, my nigga, I used to be around you a lot and you try to kill my career. Now my career is doing great in spite of those allegations. I'm going to use this moment to shit on you every single second. And what I was asking Trippie is what 6ix9ine did. You know what 6ix9ine told me? Because when I first met him and how he acts now, completely different guy. Like I told him, I said, when I saw you online when the nigga said you were a rapist, you sounded very apologetic and you sounded like you were, like, I mean, I'm not disrespecting him. You sounded like you were kind of like a bitch. Like you were like, I'm sorry, yo, I don't want no problems. Now you're like tough gangster, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Yo, this, that, and third clown. You weren't that person at first. You know what he said? He said, because I was smart. He was very popular. I wasn't popular. I can't talk that shit when I'm not popular. If I'm not that guy, I can't talk that shit, right? But that's smart. That is smart. Now that he's that guy in terms of clout, and yes, I know clout is such a stupid word when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, but it does matter for these artists. And most of these young artists, like Lil Pump is 17, right? You have 6ix9ine, he's 22. You have Trippie, who's 18. You have X, who's 19. You can't be judging them like fucking Gucci Man, who's like 40 or around 40, okay? Or Rick Ross, he's 40. T.I., he's like around 40. I mean, these guys, they've grown. Or Kanye is definitely 40. But, like the internet, this Instagram shit, what I post, even how I caption it, I've learned I gotta like think about it to make sure I'm being fair to every artist. Cause yeah, my Instagram is definitely a big platform that they judge their whole shit on. They're like, all right, well if Akademiks captions it like I'm losing, people might think I'm losing. So it matters. So I've taken responsibility in that. Like I try to call it down the line. If Trippie says something good, let's put in the caption. Let's rock with it. But that's where their issues really lie. Their whole issues lie. One guy feels like the other tried to kill his career, and now that he's up, he's not on some, let's turn the other cheek, pause, and just keep going. He's like, no, I'm going to point out the fact that I'm a bigger artist than you. I'm going to point out the fact that you tried to kill my career. I'm going to point out the fact that you failed, and I'm going to point out everything that shows people what you did to me and how it hurt me. These are two hurt niggas. These are two hurt dudes, and they're not going to admit it. That's why I could be objective and admit it. They're two hurt dudes who, deep down, they kind of do like each other. And when I mean like each other, not like that, but like they had experiences with each other. You feel me? Like, I know a lot of y'all, of course, I'm always down for the jokes. Like, the jokes of me and 6ix9ine, like, shit, that was probably Trippie and, like, me and 6ix9ine was probably Trippie and 6ix9ine times 10 before. I didn't even know the nigga existed. So, yes, 6ix9ine is hurt. Yes, Trippie is hurt. You know why Trippie is hurt? Because Trippie thought he could just apologize and make a video saying, hey, remember when I said this nigga was a pedophile? He's not no pedophile no more. We cool. Forget about it. Trippie thought that. But you know what ended up happening? He got punched in the mouth in New York. And because of that, he's now mad to say, you know, we've never put a finger on you. I've never put a finger on you. Now you put a finger on me, it gets complicated. So both of these guys, they have these separate issues. Trust me, if you guys ever think like, yo, why don't people work it out in between? Shit, I know both of them. I've definitely tried to, y'all want to talk? They're not interested in that. By the way, they've talked. They've talked multiple times. I've heard them have conversation. And, you know what I mean? It's on a different accord. But what happens is what you should know that happens with clout and the internet. Right? If they squash their beef behind doors, y'all going to have a perception. Oh, he folded to him. Oh, damn, he bitched him up. And they're fighting this internet perception. Again, for some people who might be like, yo, why does that matter? They're 22, and 22 isn't that young, or like, you shouldn't be that immature, but whatever. But 18, 22 and 18. A couple of years ago, like when I was in college and shit, when I was 19, I would act like Trippie's acting. And if somebody did me wrong and I was 6'9" and I'm 21 or 20, I'm acting the same way. So it's one of those things where the pendulum will keep swinging. And I've told 6ix9ine that. I said, yo, you're the hotter artist now. People gonna rock with you. But what happens in a year when Trippie puts out all his fucking hit records? What happens when he gets all the juice? And now everybody's on his sack because he's the nigga. Now they're looking at you to say, my nigga, we've heard enough. Blicky got the stiffy. They've heard that flow enough. They're like, what's next? What happens then? The pendulum swings with Trippie. Now, how will he handle it? Trippie at that point will probably not even be your age. He'll probably be 21. You know what Trippie gonna do? He gonna continue the same bullshit. He gonna say, remember when you were hot, nigga? Now you fell off. It is what it is. My thing is, and I say to both, I say violence cannot be in this because y'all careers are both succeeding because of y'all little beef. Right? Y'all love the back and forth and y'all want to get the, you know what I mean? And that's why I was telling them, like, y'all got to have something where y'all settle it on a public ground or public platform where it has to be shown. Because I know they both claim to be gangster, and I'm not here to say nobody isn't gangster, but y'all are not, what y'all are doing, y'all are battling in the court of public opinion. I don't think gangsters care what niggas online think or who's winning online. But everything y'all say to each other is online. You get me? Y'all are making videos back and forth. So you want the people to believe that you're in the right and the other niggas in the wrong. So whatever y'all do to sell it, y'all got to be like that. I hope no violence comes out of it. Trippie makes phenomenal music. 6ix9ine makes great music. Right now, as I said to Trippie on live, I said 6ix9ine is hotter than you right now. If I had to say who has the most range and who seems to be the most talented, that might be Trippie, but he doesn't have the most hype. And talent doesn't always have the most talent. Doesn't mean you're the hottest nigga, period. There's hella niggas who got a lot of talent and their record label dropped them and they're okay. It's out here. But that's all I want to say. I know a lot of people feed into it. They pulled 190,000 people live. And if y'all think the problem is just them or me, think again. Because you guys love drama. You guys don't just love positive shit. If a nigga was giving his mama a car, maybe 5 of y'all would watch it. To watch 6ix9ine confront Trippie Redd, man, you probably texting all your niggas. So I just want to put that in perspective. And hopefully, you know what I mean, if this is a beef, because, you know what I mean, I think niggas be having, like, niggas like to have revisionist history in terms of acting like they don't like beef when something bad happens. Oh, shit. Damn, I didn't like it because that happened now. Nah, y'all niggas was all entertained. Y'all niggas was all tuned in. And, you know what I mean, like, also, this is me putting out there, I hope nothing ever happens. I want these guys to really talk and resolve these issues, but I'm not these men. I try to give good advice. But, if something happens, I don't want y'all niggas to then look around and act like y'all weren't running from stream to stream, page to page. Where Akademiks, did you get that live? Whatever, because y'all like it too. So that's it. But that's just my official thoughts on it. I hope they settle it. But I do realize that both are seeing their career benefit from it. Them niggas kind of feel hot. When you pull 190,000 people in an Instagram live, you feel hot. Okay? Does it translate to record sales? Whole different discussion. All right?